community and our media the two draft choices from last Thursday's NBA draft. To my right, the 25th pick in the first round, Jarrell Martin out of LSU. And to my left, the 44th overall selection from the University of Kentucky, Andrew Harrison. These two young men are two of the elite players in the Southeastern Conference in all college basketball last year. Jarrell is someone who showed tremendous growth in his game and production over the course of his sophomore season at LSU, and was a major factor in the Tigers reaching the NCAA tournament last year. Had some major games along the way against very highly regarded players at the University of Kentucky, with Karl Anthony Towns, the first pick in the draft. Willie Cauley-Stein, another top 10 selection, the best front line in college basketball. He was dominant in that game, and also late in the year when LSU had to win the last regular season game in Fayetteville at Arkansas without his sidekick in the second best player on the team. And he came through with a dominating performance against Bobby Portis, who was also a first rounder and a very talented Arkansas team. So Jarrell's, like Andrew, was a big time high school player, and he made the transition very successfully to college basketball. And we're very excited to now further develop his talents in the professional arena. Andrew was part of these great Kentucky teams the last couple of years that wore the glamour teams in college basketball. 2 straight appearances in the Final Four. He's very experienced on the biggest stages of college basketball. He has excellent size and versatility in the backcourt, can play both backcourt positions. An advanced defender for his age, can score in a variety of ways, and is used to making very good players even better, like he did at the University of Kentucky on that talent-laden team. So we have 2 young men that we think have tremendous futures in front of them in the NBA, and we're eager to get started with both of them this week. Any questions for the players or myself?
No, it translated over perfectly, and it worked out fine for me. I was able to gain rebounds and battle down low, and still use my versatility, to explode past bigger defenders and make explosive plays to the rim.
Drew, I don't want to shortchange your teammate Jordan Mickey. I have a little brain dead there. We talked about that Arkansas game. He wasn't playing.
Yes, sir.
So make sure we get his name out there now as further review.
I mean, to be honest, all that really doesn't matter. I'm here now, and I'm just happy to be here. Can't really go back on the past. I'm just happy that I made the decision I made, and I enjoyed college for my 2 years. Now I'm here with the Memphis Grizzlies, just trying to make the team, and just happy with my decision.
Can you talk about your game a little bit?
I mean, of course, I'm trying to improve every aspect of my game, but I'm a big guard. I just want to be aggressive, get in the lane, and like you said, make my teammates better.
To both of you,
yeah, like Jarrell said, veteran team, very tough team. Really good at every position, and just a won't back down attitude. I'm looking forward to being in practice with guys, see how competitive they are.
Can you talk about y'all experience coming to Memphis? Is this y'all's first time coming in? How do y'all like it here? And have y'all heard anything about it? And things like that.
Me?
Oh.
Okay, well, my experience, this is my first time ever coming to Memphis, and my experience has been great so far. I had some fans that greeted me and everything when I came to the airport, so it's been nice so far.
Yeah, I haven't seen much of the city, but it definitely seems nice. Had some good food last night, so that's a good sign. Soul Fish Cafe, I think.
Any other questions?
To Andrew, obviously the Grizzlies didn't have a second round pick. For them to trade a player and go out and get you, what does that mean to you, just knowing that they really were excited for you to be a part of the roster?
I mean, it's a blessing. Like I said, I'm just trying to work as hard as I can, just try to make the roster and try to make the people around me better in summer league. I'm enjoying the process.
For Chris, obviously, veteran team, and
you keep the playoff window open as much as possible, but you have to develop young talent as well. Can you kind of talk about the mindset, not just on this draft, but going back the past couple of drafts in terms of how you bring in young talent for the team?
Well, we've got a larger collection of young players on the roster now than I can remember since I came to Memphis in 2007. Because by the end of last year, we not only had Jordan Adams and Jarnell Stokes, the rookies that were drafted in the 2014 draft. We picked up Jermichael Green, who was a little older, but a rookie in the NBA. And then the trade with Boston and New Orleans netted Russ Smith, another rookie. So we came out of the season with 4 rookies. We've added 2 more. And, we're fine with that. We feel you've got to develop some young players, get them in the pipeline, not just for down the road, but also you never know how things transpire in the short term. Guys can step up and get an opportunity and pay dividends, maybe sooner than what you expect. So we're real excited to have this caliber and number of young players in the pipeline, and we think they're going to pay dividends in the years to come.
Jerrell, there was talk that you're dealing that you're dealing with a foot injury and that you might not be able to play in summer league. Could you just update us on how you're doing and whether or not you'll be able to play?
Yes, sir. There is a foot injury. I overworked my body throughout this whole process, and dealing with a slightly injury. I will be taking the summer league off and resting it, and we'll see when we get back how things are going. But overall, I'm getting better.
Is that tough to have to sit out after the draft?
Yes, it is very tough, but we got to look later on down the road and do what's best.
Jarvis?
Well, first of all, exactly what kind of foot injury is it, and what did they tell you about rehab?
It's a stress fracture on my fifth metatarsal.
Yeah.
So I'm doing some I did rehab over back when I was at home, and when I was training in Vegas, I've done a lot of rehab. I'll be doing some rehab while I'm out in Orlando for the summer league as well.
Last question, Greg?
Chris, as you know, both these guys played for former Memphis Tigers head coaches. How much conversation with Cal or Johnny Jones, or both of them, did you have about these guys and how they would be acclimated to this particular city?
Well, our staff has extensive contacts over our overall group with both Kentucky and LSU, and we tapped into those. And these are obviously players that's very easy to watch during their college career. They're on prime programs in a great league and NCAA tournament teams. So we got very favorable reviews from both of their coaching staffs, but what sealed the deal with them is what you saw on the tape. They both have unique talents. Drew being a bigger guard with the versatility to swing between off guard and point guard and defend both positions and get in the lane. And Jarrell with his ability to attack the basket, score through contact, play in the open court, and the productivity that he showed during the SEC portion of the season this year. We didn't have to talk to too many people to convince ourselves that those were 2 players worthy of draft, and their play spoke for them.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
L3 Media is the Mid-South's premier videography and photography company. We specialize in capturing all of life's greatest moments. Whenever you need talented and professional service for your special events or business, L3 Media is the company for you. You can contact us at all of our social media sites. You can like us on Facebook, check out our website, follow us on Twitter, or always feel free to email us. We are L3 Media, your #1 source for all your videography and photography needs. Give us a call today.